Have you ever wondered why your deepest desires sometimes feel unanswered? Why you journal, visualize, affirm, pray, and still the life you dream of doesn't materialize? The truth is, the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. This may sound frustrating at first, even unfair, but it's actually the most liberating truth you'll ever hear. Let's go deeper. We've been taught to chase outcomes, to set goals, to visualize success. But here's what neuroscience and spirituality both agree on. You don't attract what you think. You attract what you consistently embody. When your thoughts are full of scarcity, fear, and self-doubt, no matter how much you want abundance, your nervous system is sending out a different signal. And the universe doesn't listen to your wishes. It tunes into your state of being. From a neuropsychological perspective, your brain is a predictive machine. It doesn't just react to the world, it projects your inner map onto reality. If your brain has been trained by trauma, rejection, or failure, it will automatically filter new experiences through that same lens. Even when life is trying to give you something new, you might not see it, because your brain isn't wired to receive it. This is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to update your internal software. Spiritually, every emotion, every belief, every inner narrative, they all create a vibrational signature. When you operate from lack, life seems to lack. When you breathe from peace, life aligns in peace. It's not magic. It's resonance. The universe is not withholding anything from you. It's simply reflecting what your energy is consistently broadcasting. The most beautiful part of this truth is that you're not stuck. You can change your brain. You can rewire your emotional patterns. You can choose a different frequency. Not just for 5 minutes of meditation, but as a lifestyle, because when your identity changes, your reality changes, not instantly, but inevitably. And that's what this video is here to help you do. Let's go deeper together. You'll discover how neuroscience and spiritual practice unite to help you become the kind of person the universe already says yes to. Keep watching. Asterisk, what? If the reason your life isn't changing isn't because you're doing something wrong, but because deep down, your identity hasn't changed yet. What if the universe doesn't respond to your goals, your vision boards, or your affirmations, but to the emotions you embody, the beliefs you carry, and the energy you radiate every single day? This video isn't just another talk about mindset. It's an invitation to wake up your inner truth, to go beyond positive thinking and become the version of yourself that no longer chases a better life, but attracts it by alignment. You see, we've been taught to ask, what do I need to do to get what I want? But neuroscience, psychology, and ancient wisdom say the opposite. The real question is, who do I need to become to live what I desire? Because the universe doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to coherence, to wholeness, to authenticity. Think about this. You can say, I am abundant 100 times a day. But if your nervous system is still stuck in fear, survival, and mental chaos, nothing changes. You can pray, visualize, and hustle all day long. But if your identity is still wired to scarcity, shame, and self-doubt, the results will mirror that energy. The truth is, you're not manifesting from your thoughts. You're manifesting from your patterns, your wounds, your nervous system, your emotional baseline. And this is where our work begins today. Because here on the sacred brain, we don't just dream of a better life. We rewire our minds to make it real. In the next blocks, we're going to explore how to align your brain and body with the life you desire. Apply real neuroscience to shift your identity. Use ACT, acceptance, and commitment therapy principles to break free from control and resistance. Tap into your spiritual truth, not as a belief, but as a lived experience. And more importantly, you'll get practical tools to start the transformation this week. But right now, I invite you to pause. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and ask yourself this question: what version of me does my dream life require? Let that question echo through your being, because the answer will show you the path, and we'll walk it together, one step at a time. Welcome back to the sacred brain. Let's begin. If you've ever felt like your mind is in one place, your heart in another, and your body in survival mode, you're not broken. You're just disconnected. Today, we're going to reconnect it all. Because healing and manifestation aren't just mental concepts. They happen when your brain, your behavior, and your soul begin speaking the same language. Let's start with neuroscience. Your brain isn't just reacting to life, it's constantly predicting and shaping it. It builds internal maps based on your past, what you've experienced, feared, avoided, or suppressed. These neural pathways become your default reactions. How you interpret rejection, how you expect people to treat you, how you self-sabotage right before things go well. But the best part? Your brain is plastic. You can rewire it. That's neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to change itself based on what you practice. So, the more you think, feel, and act like your future self, the more those neural circuits strengthen. Eventually, your nervous system stops responding to life from survival and starts responding from alignment. But, and this is crucial, you can't just think your way there. That's where ACT comes in. ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, teaches us that suffering happens when we fight our inner world. When we try to control every fear, suppress every thought, and avoid every uncomfortable emotion, we become mentally exhausted and spiritually blocked. ACT flips the script. It says, accept your thoughts and feelings, they're not your enemy. Diffuse from them, they're just stories, not truths. Reconnect with your values. Who do you want to be beyond fear? And commit to actions that align with your deepest truths, no matter how you feel. This is powerful, because when you stop trying to fix yourself and start living from what matters, your brain begins to relax, your identity starts to shift, and that's when space opens up for the spiritual self to rise. Here's what spirituality teaches us. You are not just a brain. You are not just a body. You are energy, intention, frequency, presence. You are not here to control life, but to align with it. So when your thoughts, your behaviors, and your being all vibrate in resonance with who you truly are, that's when the universe starts reflecting a new reality. It's not wishful thinking. It's embodied transformation. And when neuroscience gives us the mechanism, and ACT gives us the tools, spirituality gives us the meaning. When you begin aligning these three forces, everything changes. Neuroscience, ACT therapy, spirituality rewires your brain for possibility, frees you from control, connects you to divine timing builds. Emotional flexibility anchors you in values, elevates your vibration, creates mental safety and courage. Committed action opens intuitive awareness. You stop saying, "Why isn't it working?" and start saying, "I am becoming the person it works for." That's the shift. So now, ask yourself, what emotion am I resisting? What thought keeps looping in my mind? What value have I forgotten to live by? What version of me am I ready to embody today? Write it down. Let it be real. We'll begin practical exercises to train your brain, calm your nervous system, and embody the frequency of the life you desire. This is where change gets real. Stay with me. Now that you understand the deep, science-based connection between your brain, your soul, and conscious action, it's time to shift from theory into practice. The exercises I'm about to share with you are not just tools, they're catalysts for real transformation. They work directly on your neural pathways, helping your brain move from survival mode to creator mode, the state that manifests possibility instead of repeating inner tragedies. But here's the truth: an exercise you don't practice is just more information. Power doesn't come from what you know. It comes from what you do with what you know. Let's begin. Practice number 1, the identity mirror. The universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are. Every day, for the next 7 days, stand in front of a mirror for 3 minutes. Breathe deeply, look into your own eyes, and out loud say, "I am becoming the person I choose to be. I act based on my values, even when I'm afraid. I am the space where change begins. I am not the thoughts that hurt me. I am the one." Choosing the next step. This activates your prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making, identity, and emotional regulation. By repeating and feeling these statements, you begin to rewrite your self-image, and the world starts responding differently. Practice number 2. Higher self VIL, and close your eyes and imagine a version of yourself who is already living the life you desire. How do they wake up? How do they speak? How do they respond to fear, failure, or pressure? Breathe with presence. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions as if it's happening right now. Stay in this vision for 2 to 5 minutes. You'll activate your limbic system and sensory motor areas, convincing your brain that this future is already unfolding. This technique is used by Olympic athletes, conscious leaders, and even stroke survivors during neurological recovery. Practice number 3. Rewrite the automatic THOUGH. Take pen and paper. Write down, what's the negative thought that shows up most often in your day? Example, nothing ever works out for me. Now challenge it. Is that true? Has it always been like that? Then replace it with something real, grounded, and aligned with who you want to become. Example, I'm learning to create a new reality even when fear shows up. This comes from ACT, acceptance and commitment therapy, and helps break the loop of catastrophic thinking while building new neural tracks of self-respect and present moment power. Practice number 4, the daily CHOIs. In the morning, write this sentence: today, I choose to be. Then finish with a quality you want to embody. Examples, today, I choose to be grounded. Today, I choose to be kindness. Today, I choose to be courage. Keep that note with you, in your wallet, on your phone lock screen, or by your desk. Every time stress shows up, read it again. This micro-commitment keeps your brain focused on who you want to be, no matter what chaos arises. Every time a negative thought arises, gently press your index finger and thumb together, while breathing slowly 3 times. This simple physical gesture becomes a neural anchor for conscious pause. Over time, your brain begins to associate it with presence, calm, and clarity. Instead of automatic fear, it trains your nervous system to observe, not overreact. These aren't magic tricks, but when practiced consistently, they reshape your brain. They remind you that what you feel is valid, but it's not the whole truth. They return your power to the only place it ever belonged, your ability to choose. You are not your past. You are not the loudest thought in your head. You are the awareness behind it, choosing who to become next. These practices are the bridge between who you've been and who you're ready to be. And that's why, in the next part of this experience, we're going even deeper into a guided meditation plus affirmation sequence to lock in these changes and seal this shift with focus, love, and presence. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Place your hands gently over your heart or your belly. Together, let's awaken the most powerful force within you, presence. Take a slow, deep breath. Inhale through your nose to the count of 4, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale gently through your mouth to the count of 6. Again. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Feel the air entering your body like a wave of light. Let that light travel through your chest, your shoulders, your throat, your hands. That light is your attention. Returning inward, now silently repeat these words with calm and intention. I don't have to chase transformation. I am the transformation. I'm not lost. I'm reconnecting with who I've always been. The universe responds to my frequency, not just my requests. Today, I choose to radiate presence, clarity, and courage. My mind is trainable. My body is open. My soul is at peace. Keep breathing. Now imagine you're walking along a peaceful path surrounded by trees. With each step, you let go of something old, guilt, pressure, fear, or an expectation that was never yours to carry. Let it drop. You don't have to hold it anymore. Up ahead, you see a version of yourself smiling, calm, strong, eyes full of light. They look at you with pride and extend their hand. This is you 6 months from now, a version aligned with what matters, no longer begging for what you deserve, not hustling from the outside in, but living from the inside out. Now move closer. Feel that version merging with you. You're no longer disconnected from your essence. It's always been there, just waiting for you to say, I'm here. I now choose who I am becoming. Breathe into that feeling for a few moments. Now let's seal this practice with daily affirmations. Repeat with me, out loud or silently. I am presence. I am awareness in motion. I create what I radiate. I act with intention and love. My mind is rewiring for the reality I choose to live. I don't wait for change. I am change. I don't beg for love. I become love. I am the bridge between who I was and who I can be. These words aren't magic, but when felt with honesty, they activate powerful systems in your brain, like the prefrontal cortex and limbic system, responsible for clarity, self-regulation, motivation, and purpose. You begin to move with ease, even with fear. You start seeing opportunities where there were only blocks. You learn to walk with grounded feet and an open heart. And here's the secret no one tells you. It's simply waiting for you to become the version who can live it. Now gently bring your awareness back to the present. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. If you feel called, take a moment to write down what you experienced. You can come back to this practice as often as you need. The more you repeat it, the easier it becomes to quiet the chaos and return to your center. I'll leave you with a powerful message and an invitation that might change your journey. Shall we continue? Maybe your eyes are still closed, or maybe you've already returned to the rhythm of the day. But before you go, I invite you to listen, not just with your mind, but with your heart. You don't need to do more. You just need to be more you. The universe, this creative force that holds everything together, it doesn't respond like a waiter taking your order. It responds like a mirror. If you radiate fear, it reflects challenges. If you radiate lack, it reflects limitation. If you radiate control, it mirrors loss. But when you begin to radiate acceptance, alignment, and love without conditions, everything shifts. You stop chasing love and start walking with love. You stop searching for miracles and realize you are the miracle. You stop hiding behind fear and step into your truth with quiet strength. What does neuroscience say about this? When you practice what we did here, conscious breathing, affirmation, presence, your brain begins a powerful process called emotional neuroplasticity. Regions like your prefrontal cortex, hippocampus, and limbic system begin to work together. You stop reacting in survival mode and start responding from clarity, inner safety, and conscious choice. Every time you show up for this practice, you send your brain a message. We're safe. We can create. We can change. And this is the point. You don't need to become someone new. You just need to return to who you've always been. Before the fear, before the trauma, before the noise. Continue the journey with us here on The Sacred Brain. Every new video helps you quiet the mind without disconnecting from the soul. Train your brain for abundance, not survival. Combine neuroscience, presence, and practical spirituality. Come back to the joy of being fully, unapologetically you. We publish daily content, meditations, mind training sessions, reflections, and exclusive healing music to help you rewire your mind from the inside out. If this video touched you, leave a comment. Share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And subscribe, not because you need more content, but because you deserve real support on your journey to becoming who you were born to be. A phrase to remember: you don't receive what you wish for. You receive what you vibrate. And if you want to shift your vibration, start today. Replay this video. Do the meditation again. Pick one affirmation and carry it with you. Set an alarm on your phone that simply says, "Don't rush." Tune in. And if you want to stay in this energy a little longer, let the music play. The soundscapes we create are designed to water the seeds you just planted, to support the identity you're stepping into. You are worthy of this transformation. and your transformation will ripple out to everyone around you.